On what? Lifetime? Lifetime or YouTube or what?
This is on YouTube. Yeah. YouTube.
Alright.
Yeah, so it's streamed on YouTube. I'll be calling. Thank you, Go Huskies.
Northwestern or NIU?
Huh?
Like Northwestern or NIU?
I go to Northern.
So you're into NIU broadcast? Oh.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, this is an NIU broadcast. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We welcome you and Huskies Nation inside the Leaf Center in West Dundee, Illinois, where we will see a highly anticipated matchup featuring the Northern Illinois University Huskies and the Northwestern Wildcats. Puck drop will begin in just under a minute and a half here. Both teams on the tail ends of warm-ups, and we'll get started here in about a minute or so. It's the Huskies. It's the Wildcats. It's a matchup on Friday night, and a good one. We'll see you there.
Number 47, Trey Fox. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and kindly bring your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
We are just about to get underway here in West Dundee, and we are underway. Face-off taken by the Huskies. This is Kraz. Scramble forward in the corner. Coming up with it is number 12 for Northwestern. That's Tyler Brown. He shoots one. Oh, that's a nice save by Capon. And now a shot is deflected and hits the netting. That goes out of play. Starting goalies tonight are Matthew Capon for your NIU Huskies and Aiden Benson, number 31 for Northwestern. Back into the action we go. Northwestern wins the faceoff, but it's stolen away by Caddis. And chased down by Kraz. And now taken by Caddis momentarily and then picked up by the Wildcats, and here they come. Pass goes offside, so they have to regroup. This is Tennell. And now a long shot go. That's a stop by Capon, a pretty easy one, and now Northwestern gets right back on it from behind their own goal line. This is Janae in deep behind the net. Looking for someone to pass to. He finds him. Nice save by Capon. Now the Huskies pick up and they get it out of there to center ice. He could not reach Janae. It's picked up now by Poppet. Poppet finds his man. It's Rafael Bierdron. In the corner now, and the Huskies come up with it. It's number 36, and that's Ben Hojic. Taken right now by back by Northwestern. Long one is flipped, and Capon will hold. Capon will hold. Gambino in on the draw against Bierdron. Bierdron won it. It's back to Ramos. Shoots one, and that one goes right into the glove of Capek, and we'll have another stoppage of play here. Bierdron wins the faceoff again. Northwestern has it. It's Jennifer, their leading goal scorer, rings it around, and then it's taken away. And a clearing attempt goes into the netting and out of play. Elliot Yoon wins the faceoff, comes back to Long, and a shot that goes wide. Picked up by Northwestern again. They're on it. And now the Huskies converge on it and try to make something out of it, but Huskies cannot. Northwestern comes right back. Another race one in behind the net. Couple of bodies there. Yoon is on top of it, and now the Huskies comes out with it. Gambino gets it in to a skate. And Long can't get it out. And now they do. If they hurry, it's an odd man rush, but it's not going to be that. That one goes into the corner, picked up over here by Yoon. Now it's Brenstein. Over to Long. Nice play there by Dominic Kowalewski to pinch it out of there. Janae dumps it in, and that's an icing. Tennell tied up on the faceoff. Northwestern comes up with the defensive zone draw. This is number 18, Chris Franchini. And he runs into a stampede of Huskies, and then it comes back. Taken by number 77, Jake Grippo. And he clears it out to center, where it can be taken on now by Holdenberg. David Kraz. Getting it in is Tennell. Chase after it, Caddis on there. Nice keeping by Kraz momentarily, goes into the bench. And this one will come out. Face-off win for the Huskies. Over with it. Alvarado throws it on net, and where is it? It's in the net! They score! And immediately the ref is waving no goal. Here is a race. Coming ahead is Kuchman. Couldn't handle it. And now Northwestern works in high in the net. Malik on him. And now another enhanced battle in the quarter. Coming out with it is Northwestern. Sloppy play, but they keep it in there. It's Kuchman. And now a stoppage of play. Look like we have a hooking call, I believe. Yep, it'll be on Malik. And Northwestern goes to the power play. Beardron wins the faceoff, gets things started here for Northwestern along the corner. Comes back to Janae. Janae looking, trying to find an open lane, can't find one. Instead he goes to the top of the circle and now back to Janae. Janae, top of the circle again, return to Janae. Quarterbacking, shooting, and that one is stopped by Kapik, and he'll hold. Able to get on top of it. Face-off win for the Huskies by 10-0, but Northwestern gets on it. This is Poppet looking to the circle. You're looking at Robert Janae, and he works his way in behind the net. It's it to Zhang. Zhang back. Here is a chance for a pass. That one was blocked. Kept in there by Poppet. Over to Zhang for a shot, and it's stopped by Kapik. Huskies can't get it out of their own zone. This is Jennifer. And deep now for number 5, Evan Poppet. Poppet. Before, out, shot goes off the mask of Kapik and out of play. Here's Yoon with the face-off win. Gets it back to the D-man now. Coleman Long. Looking for a lane. Getting it to the net for a redirect. That one goes wide. Northwestern with sole possession of this on their power play. They have not left the zone yet. Can they capitalize, though? Here's a drop pass. Beck, Coleman Long. And across to number 81. That is he who cannot be named. That is... comes out of the zone. Joseph Ramos with it. Gets it in. Huskies take over, and they're clear only to center, though. Coming in, save. Kapik. On Tyler Brown. Now works in behind the net. Nice play to get to it, and the Huskies clear. Good play by Rich Monty. And that will conclude the Wildcats power play. And the Huskies trying to generate something after it. Puck's squirts out to center. We're going to be taken by Rich Monty. And they'll get a line change here. Alex Tatum. And now Northwestern regroups here. Holding on to it, Janae. Janae looking for a centering pass. Nobody was there. Now it's picked up. And coming back the other way is Ojic. Can't be gotten out there, and it's taken by Caddis. Caddis tried to pass it to himself, could not. Instead, it's taken by Mendelson. And they work for it along the NIU bench. Coming out with it is Caddis. Caddis in his skates, and now they come. Here is a shot save on Kraz by Benson. Back the other way they come. That's another save by Benson on Austin Sexton, the freshman. This is Alvarado to take the face-off, and he wins it. And it comes out of the zone. Chasing after it is Grippo. Sexton from his own zone. Gets it only as far as center. Can be taken by Coleman Long, and they get it in there. Sexton back to retrieve. This pass is taken away by Joseph Morgan. Out of center, and it comes back again. Andrew Luke slicing and dicing his way, just gets it in there. Jake Grippo to retrieve. Dangerous pass in front of his own net. Luckily, the Huskies get it out of there, though. Wildcats get it again. Grippo to Morrissey. Morrissey just dumps it in there and goes to the bench. Huskies changing. Wildcats driving. Alexander Zhang in on Shane Tennell. And now in behind, Janifer drops it off to Raphael Beardron. Evan Poppett. His first line, Janifer a shot, on net, save, Kapik, another shot, save again by Kapik, and now a whiffed shot by Beardron, and he still got it. And not until it is taken away by Tennell, and now back the other way comes Caddis. Caddis, offside is the call. Just about halfway through period one here, no score between the Huskies and Wildcats. Grippo wins that one. Cautious passing. Oh, Caddis gets that in. Kept in by Austin Sexton. Medaliano centers. Oh, what a save. Trying to get a piece of it by Aiden Benson. And now a long shot goes through the crease from Sexton. Warming to the task of the Huskies now. And Sexton just outside the line. And now here's an opportunity for the Wildcats. Shot goes wide off the glass from Yoon. Just getting it in there to get a line change. Now Sexton. Sexton knocked out of the air by Darwich. And he's got it. In behind the net, Darwich. Looking for someone to pass to. Can't find him. He's canceled. And down the other way, icing from Tatum. Face-off win by Franchini. Here's a shot block, and now back the other way. Coming in, save made! On Kowalewski by Aiden Benson. A big one to keep this game scoreless. And it all started from the shot block from Jake Grippo. Wildcats with a defensive zone face-off win. Andrew Luke. It's around a man and behind the net. Centering pass goes off the stick of Kopic. And now the other way. Roman Malik had a partial break. And behind the net, Kushman. Battleford in the corner. And the Huskies come out with it. 2-on-2. He's got Malik with him, and he's pressuring, but the Wildcats will get to it first. Hojic could not get it past the line, and now here they come again. 1-on-3. And now Janifer in on net. Whiffed on the shot. That could have been dangerous. Now back the other way again. In behind the net. Centering pass hits the post. Rebound. Scores! It is Beardren. After striking the post. The Wildcats strike first here on Friday night. And it's Raphael Beardren with his third goal of the season. After the Beardren goal, and it's right back the other way. Here's a shot. Oh, that was a missile, and it goes wide off the stick of Poppet. A turnover in the defensive zone for the Wildcats, but they get it back. Alex Tatum, David Kraz will work their way in. Kraz gets it. Opportunity. And then he was swarmed by a couple of Wildcats. I know they take it over. Coming back the other way. This is Tyler Brown with speed. Passes it back to Janae. Over. Looking for some sort of lane to get through. Well covered from the Huskies now. David Kraz working his way around a D-man. He did get around a wide angle shot off the mask of Aiden Benson. Caddis on it. And now Janifer. They'll work their way down that way. Tyler Brown just flips it on net, stick to the corner from Kopic. Ooh, that's a big hit on Matt Medaliano. And now they come out with it. Drake Buss. Medaliano. Big chance here for the Huskies. Here's Sexton, upended a little bit. Oh, he threw him down. Bench likes that. Sexton to the net, goes through the crease. Could not be kept in by Drake Busk, and so they have to regroup. Sexton. Now it's Buss. Kowalewski gets to it. Huskies trying to get this one back. Seen better play from them after the goal by Beardren. Now here's a shot one-on-one. That's a save by Kopic. Kept in by Darwich. He's got it. In behind the net, Sexton. Puck hits the netting. Stoppage of play with 5:42 remaining in this first period. Scoring just moments ago. Raphael Beardren for Northwestern, and that's the only difference in this game, 1-0. Face-off win from the Wildcats again. Bronstein upended a little bit. And now the Huskies clear, and they'll get a line change. Gotta be quick, though. Waiting for it is Franchini. Into the zone, picked up. Sean Cerny. Here's Grippo trying to power his way through center. Just dumps it in. 1-on-1. Battle for it there. Now, Andrew Luke looking for something. Handled now by Brogan. Brogan to Luke in behind the net. Janae shot blocked. That stung Hojik a little bit. Now right back the other way, it's Monty. Rich Monty. Behind his own net, waiting for helpers. Winning the race again are the Wildcats, and they shoot one that is deflected wide. Janae takes over at center. Now it's Gambino. You get to it. There's faster puck movement so far from the Wildcats, and now here's another opportunity. Friedman's there, taking the pass, and now here's Caddis trying to make something happen. He is taken down, no penalty. The crowd wants a penalty. And it should have been. Now here's Friedman trying to force a turnover. A kick to the stick, and now Grippo out of there. Fires it down. No icing, hits off a deflection. Now Janifer. Over to the goal scorer, Beardren. Lost it in his skates. Caddis almost had it. Now it's taken over again. Janifer looking for the one-timer. Now he goes to the net. Looking for a deflection, and that goes, and it's blocked into the corner. Janifer in the corner again. Working behind the net. And Drake Buss can't get it out of there. And now they'll say he did. It just came out. Face-off win from Alvarado, and now he's got it. Nice pass to himself, Alvarado coming in. Now just tries a shot on net. Oh, that's a good play by Alvarado, and a nice save by Aiden Benson once again. He's been pretty good tonight. 5 huge saves, 3 of them you can call showstoppers. The only reason the Huskies don't have a goal right now. And now the face-off won defensively, but pressure from the Huskies. Pass was nearly intercepted by Morrissey, and once again, the Wildcats look to be on it. Back to retrieve it, Alexander Zang. Up along the boards. We'll start their breakout. Tyler Brown. Turned over to Sexton. Morrissey clears into the zone. He'll get a line change. A couple of them. Sexton will have to stay out there and defend. Coming in is Janae. There's a collision in behind the net. Now Kearney. Sexton trying to clear it out on his backhand, cannot. Stays in the corner once again. Good pressure from the Wildcats, but now it looked like the Huskies were going to get out, but they could not. Taken by Mendelson in behind the net. Mendelson one-on-one with Cerny. And now back playing catch back and forth with Janae. And now Franchini. Holds on, looking back for Janae. Janae's got it, shoots it. Oh, and that's a nice pad save from Kopic. Rebound goes to the corner. Working on him, Mendelson. Wildcats still with possession with just under a minute here to go. Here is a shot that is blocked by Stampede Huskies. And now Sexton, been out there for a while, still can't get it out. Nice pressure from the Wildcats here. And now finally taken out there by Kowalewski. Trying to drag around a man, could not. Puck squirts free. And now here's Drake Buss, one-on-one. The line change, trying to catch him. Shot is partially blocked and it rolls in on Benson. He'll cover. And now some extracurricular activity behind the net. Just under a half minute to go here. 1-0 Wildcats. Huskies hungry for a goal here before intermission. Face-off win, coincidental penalties. Now Buss gets it in there with under the last 10 seconds to go in this period. And they'll just run the clock down. So at the end of the period, it is 1-0 Northwestern. And when we come back, we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. James Friedman in the box for Northern Illinois and number 13 in the box for Northwestern. Score through one, just a goal, and that came from Beardren with the lone goal in the first period. And that's all we have for now. We will meet you on the other side of the intermission. We welcome you back inside the Leaf Center, where we see a score after one period of a 1-0 in favor of the Northwestern Wildcats. Getting ready for puck drop here to start the second, and we will start the second with 1:34 of 4-on-4 time for both teams, with James Friedman in the box and number 13 in the box for Northwestern after that skirmish in the back of the net at the end of the first period. And we are underway in period number 2. It looks like Northwestern picks up right where they left off. Coming right through is Alexander Zhang, and a shot goes off a pad and into the corner. Here is a whistle and a stoppage of play. Results. Here's an offensive face-off zone draw for the Huskies. Tennell is in to take it. Now here's Kraz, couldn't hold on to it. Tennell tried to get to it, and then he's swarmed by a bunch of Wildcats. Tennell's there in the corner again, though. On a fresh sheet of ice to start this second, it's taken away by the Wildcats. You're looking at David Kushman. And now, coming down the wing is Robert Janae. Janae trying to work his way on net, goes in behind, and now looking for someone to pass to. He's got his D-man. Now it's Long. Back to Janae. Once again, it's Long. Just throwing one towards the net. That's a nice save with a skate from Kopic, and now Kraz is upended a little bit along the boards. Results in an odd man rush here if they hurry. Coming in, a shot goes wide. That was Coleman Long, and now back the other way. It is Shane Tennell shooting one wide of the net. Picked up by Janifer. Northwestern's leading scorer. Look at him slice and dice through the zone. In on net! He's forced to go back and now pass it in front. Looking for his second goal of the game was Bjorkgren, and he shot it up high. Now a shot goes over the head of Kopic. Northwestern applying pressure late here in the second. Now here's a pass over, and that one could not be handled. Now a centering pass that goes off a skate. Boy, oh boy, off the skin of their teeth. Now Malik hands it off. Shout! Stopped by the netminder Benson on Ben Hojic. A little bit of back and forth action to start this second period. Just over 2 minutes gone by. And now it's Jake Grepo to take the face-off. Instead, it is won by number 15, Elliot Yoon. Taken by Northwestern again. Monty keeps it out of harm's way. Taken by number 47, Drake Buss. And then turned right over once again. And they go back and forth. Kowalewski trying to work it in there. Try to thread the needle to Elliot Yoon. That wasn't working. Now he picks it up on the back check. Taken by number 12, Tyler Brown. He circles around with it. Losing a little bit of space. Now ringing around the corner. Both penalties are over. Once again, it is kept in by Northwestern, and they're able to get a change. Some fresh legs out there. That's crucial. Here's Drake Buss. In on that. Oh, that was a tough handler. It was a little bit of a bouncer. But luckily for the Wildcats, Benson was able to control it. Drake. Icing called.
She's still out there.
There's a battle for the puck in the corner after the Northwestern face-off win. Taken by Alex Tatum. Trying to get it around to Caddis, and he was making things happen momentarily. Now the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry for Northwestern. Coming in, and a pass goes off a stick. Wrestling for it there was Tatum. Now Caddis turns it over. 13, shoots one. Oh, and that one was blocked in front. Maybe off of his own man, number 77, Mendelson. Now the Huskies comes out with it. Caddis just dumps it in there, looking for a little bit of a line change for the Huskies. There's a good keep in by Morrissey. Centering pass, no one was there. Huskies were changing. Getting it out is Northwestern. Tatum's back. Sexton lays it. Caddis is tired, he's gassed, he's got to get a change, but he has to stay out there and defend. Tatum, now it's Caddis. He's trying to dump it out of there, cannot. Kept in, here's a chance. Shot, stopped by Kopic on number 91, Andrew Luke. There's another face-off win for the Wildcats. Thrown to the net. Not quite to the net. It was taken away by Rich Monty and cleared to center. Puck rolls in on Kopic, and he'll cover. Get a line change for the Huskies. Northwestern too, for that matter. Fresh legs on both sides to open this face-off draw with just over 15 minutes remaining in this second period. Face-off win again. Here is a chance shot off a couple of sticks before it hit the corner. Northwestern controls again. Tried to sneak it in front. That is a nice save by Kopic. Nice alert save. Now Northwestern's got it again. Just winning every battle that you can imagine here in the second period. Here's a chance. Nice defensive play on Andrew Luke. He's got it again. And now Sexton. Looking for Malik. Comes back to Sexton after it was sticked away. Here's Hojic. Hojic circling, trying to center a pass. And that was a nice paddle away by Benson. And now passing it to no one. Coming up with it is Sexton. Now Friedman. Friedman trying to drag his way around the Northwestern defenseman. Could not. Now he hits him. Knocks him down. No penalty. Here is Janifer. 2-on-1. Oh, and the pass was in the skates of Beardron. And now there is a penalty. Net empty of the extra attacker for Northwestern. And they'll touch up, and Northwestern will go to the power play. Friedman's going to go to the box again. And they'll be down a man for 2 minutes at the most. They'll get this #1 power play unit out for Northwestern. And the goal scorer, Beardron, will take the draw with Janifer beside him and pop it on his other side. Face-off win by Beardron. Back to Janae. Back and forth with Janae and Janifer. Try to go cross to Beardron. Janifer takes over. Both of them touch up. Beardron, the goal scorer, does get around a man, tries to get to the net, and then a little backhand pass. Janifer was centered. Was sticked away by a couple of Huskies. Janifer, pardon me, Beardron. And all that goes off the stick of Tennell, and now the Northwestern Wildcats will have to regroup. Here comes Alexander Zang. Zang, Beardron along the boards. Back in behind the net to Zang, and now out in front to Janifer. Janifer circling, dancing along the boards. Bodied a little bit by Drake Buss, and now it becomes a fight in the corner for it. Coming out with it are the Wildcats. To the front of the net, Janifer could not be held onto, and now another shot, they score! And it is Evan Poppet on the power play. And the Wildcats extend their lead to a 2-goal lead. Poppet gets his 3rd goal of the season. He caught Kopic wandering a little bit. Busted coverage, and Poppet made him pay. 2-0 Wildcats. So they are victorious on the power play, at least. Here is a chance, again, right after that. And a nice play defensively by the Huskies. Now they're trying to make something happen. Madaliano gets it in there. Now it's taken by number 18, Nick Gambino, and then it's turned over. Here's a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1. Brought back in, a shot. Oh, that leaked through Kopic, and it goes wide. Just inches away from a 3-0 lead. Second line for the Wildcats. And now we have a stoppage play. Face-off win. It comes back. Long shot. Never got to the net. Blocked by Alex Tatum. And now they just keep pounding away at it. 13 gets it in behind. Now it's taken by him again. Mendelson. In between the circles. Passed it off. Tried to get it to a one-timer. Whiffing on that was Chris Franchini. It's been all Wildcats here so far in this second period. And they're looking for more. Here's a shot on net, stopped by Kopic. Another try on the rebound from the other side of the net. That's stopped by Kopic as well. Might have been gotten a piece of it by Kowalewski. And now he's got it. In his skates, kicks it to Tatum. Well, finally, they'll get it out of there and try to get a line change. Or at least they'll get Medaliano off. Back the other way they come. Mendelson just gets it in there. Kopic leaves it for Sexton, and now Caddis. Kraz leaks in behind the Northwestern net. Now a speedy way. Here come they, again, a centering pass. Oh, that one is deflected, goes off the pad and out of play. There's a face-off win by Luke to the corner. Pardon me, that was Kushman. And he centers, and that is picked off by a couple of Huskies. Back the other way comes Kraz. Looking for some offensive opportunity to start this period. Kraz. It rolls in, and he tried to bat it out of the air. They'll call it a high stick. Nice individual effort by Kraz to try to get something going. 10:20 remaining. Just about halfway through regulation. 2-0 after Evan Poppett just scored moments ago for Northwestern. And now the other goal scorer will come in to take the draw for him. Beardron against number 28, Shane Tennell, and that's won by Beardron. Coming right in. Nice spin move by Jennifer, centering pass, and it stick to his glove by Kopic. He was looking to get it to Evan Poppett for his second of the night. Second of the period, that is. And here is a tie-up on the draw. Now it's taken by Malik. Lost it, though, and they'll have to regroup. Cerny. A little battle on it. Along the boards, Northwestern wins that battle. Looking for Janifer, was just out of his reach. Now, in behind the net, he lost it again. Could not be gotten by Hojic, taken by the offense of Northwestern. Back. Here's Alexander Zang throwing it to the net, and that was blocked by Hojic. Janifer keeps it in the zone. Look at him go. Passing it to the center, and not getting a lot on it was Evan Poppett. And now he's got it again. Centers, Poppett, cross crease, tried to look for Beardron, and was just out of his reach, goes wide. Taken on now here. Here they come again. Number 12, Tyler Brown, centering pass, and now a shot on net that's stopped by the netminder, Kopic. Keeps it a 2-goal game. 9 minutes flat remaining in this second period. Sexton wins the defensive zone faceoff, but it is thrown right on net dangerously by number 12, Tyler Brown, and covered by Kopic. And they'll redo the faceoff here, essentially. Elliot Yoon in on him, and it's won by Sexton again. Tied up, though. Here's the centering pass. Oh! Nice save with the pad by Kopic. Now they get to it again. Here's Brown. Brown center, save again by Kopic. He's keeping him in it. Caddis. Part of me sitting falls. And we'll have a stoppage of play. There's a face-off win for Northwestern, but it's taken by Jake Griepo. And he'll just get in there, try to get some time to regroup. Offensive zone time. Here is Griepo throwing one to the net, and that is a glove save by Aiden Benson, who's been very flashy tonight, pretty sharp. He's been perfect in net thus far. And now Griepo's in to take the face-off again. And Griepo partially on net, taken out of there by Janae. And now in behind the net, Brogan. Janae is trying to clear it. Number 47 there is on it. Now it's taken. With speed the other way, it's a 2-on-1. A shot save made again by Kopic. This time on Elliott Yoon. Now Sexton back the other way. Sexton, 1-on-3. Nearly gets around a man. It goes in behind the net. Waiting for helpers. Sexton still has it. Now it's Griepo. Shot goes wide. Back again. Kowalewski. Now back again to number 47, Drake Buss. Taken. Kowalewski tried to center to Madaliano, and that was taken out of the zone. Huskies perhaps starting something. Here's Kowalewski. Lost it to a Wildcat. Now Sexton forced to turn over again. Caddis enters the zone. Now they fight for it in the corner. Northwestern comes out with it. Mendelson getting around a man. Now tries to throw it on net. That's stopped by Kopic. They get that number 1 unit on there. Mendelson down low. Play catch with it. Kowalewski just out of the zone. They'll regroup. Sexton still out there. Caddis. And now it's turned over to Northwestern. And a shot on goal goes through the crease. Kraz off a stanchion and flies to Caddis. And he pressures Alexander Zhang, who walks behind his own net and gets it out there pretty effectively. Back the other way they come. From the corner and behind. Tried a centering pass, tipped out of there by Caddis. Caddis a little race for it, but he's gassed. He's been out there for over a minute. This way comes Joseph Brogan. Now Kraz. Tried to pass it over. And this one will roll all the way down. No icing. Deflected. Hit off Hochik, and now a line change for Northwestern as they converge and they force a turnover in behind the net. And they turn it right back over again to Malik. We'll get it as far as center. They take it to Beardren. Beardren from center, looking over his options. He'll hold on to it, and he'll weave his way through. Good opportunity, splits the defense, and that's a nice save with the pad by Kopic. And it goes into the corner, the rebound does. Thrown on net by Poppet. That's blocked to the corner again. Benson comes out to play it. Beardren at center. Gets it in there. Ice is tilted a bit. Here's a chance in front of the net. Nice save by Kopic. Face-off win by the Huskies, taken by Cerny. Turned over to the Wildcats again. Here's a shot and a save. Scrambling out there. It was Janae with the shot, and now he's got it right now. Pressured by Montaliano. Elliott Yoon now. Passes it, now a shot and another save from Kopic. Janae jumps up. He's got it in behind the net. Janae tried to center it, taken away by Kowalewski. And now a nice play to get through. Gripo down in there on Janae. Here's Sexton emerging, trying to shoot one that was blocked off the skate. And now Cerny has to regroup with pressure. Cerny goes all the way in behind his own net with speed. Trying to get it to Kraz, and Kraz could not hold on to it. Now it flings back on that to Kopic. Cerny. And now it's turned over. Here's an opportunity on the backhand. Save made by Kopic. Pass misses. They'll go all the way back into their own zone. Pressured by Kraz on Ramos. And now a stoppage of play. Another penalty, it'll be on Kraz. And Northwestern heads back to the power play. Different look to start this power play. They got the number 2 unit on to start this one. It's Kushman to take the face off, and he lost it to Tennell. But then they recover and they keep it in the own zone. Here's Kushman, a shot on goal. Stopped by Kopic, and then it's scrambled forward and thrown to the corner. In behind the net. Over there. Kushman, cross, shot, and that goes out of play. Maybe getting a piece of it was Kopic. There's another face-off win. Janae. They get that number 1 unit back out there, it looks like. Janae, near his bench, throws it in the corner. Play return pass to him. And now, alongside, here's a shot that goes through the crease. And stays in. Zhang gets it in deep. And then that pass is picked up. Coming back the other way, shorthanded. Here's a chance, and he might have been hooked a little bit. Kowalewski with a nice opportunity shorthanded. Back the other way they come, 1-on-4. Just circles in behind the net looking for helpers on this power play that is dwindling. Half a minute to go on it. Brogan. And behind the net. Under a minute remaining in this second period. Poppet, the lone goal scorer. That's the only difference here. Northwestern looking for more, though, before this intermission. Here's Poppet, the goal scorer. Holds on to it. And now back to Brogan. And that is defended well by the Huskies. Here comes Friedman. James Friedman, 3-on-1. Pass across. Hojic could not hold on to it. And now a stoppage of play, and it looks like we're going to have an interference call here. And indeed, it'll be number 13 with his second penalty of the night. Remember back to that first period, he was involved in that extracurricular situation with less than 10 seconds to go in period 1 on Northwestern side of the coincidental penalties. So the good news for the Huskies is that they will likely start this second period with power play time, bearing a goal coming in the last 10 seconds. Here's a chance, shot off the skate of Caddis, pardon, and goes in behind the net. And time runs out. And period 2 comes to an end. The only goal scorer is Evan Poppet with his third of the season. It's the only goal scored in this second period. It is 2-0 to Northwestern and 13 in the box to start for Northwestern. The Huskies will have 1:37 of power play time to begin the third period. We will see you on the other side of the intermission. We're back in action after 40 minutes of play, getting ready to start period number 3 here. Huskies will begin the third period with 1 minute and 37 seconds of power play time after the penalty to number 13 of Northwestern at the tail end of period number 2. Only goal scorers in this game are Raphael Beardren and Evan Poppet of Northwestern, both with their 3rd goals of the season, tied for first. And the Huskies hoping to get back into this one. They have some much needed power play time, as we mentioned, to begin this third period. And they'll get things started. Madaliano to take the face-off for your NIU Huskies. Northwestern came up with that one. Sexton kicks to a stick. Now Caddis on a fresh seat of ice to start this third period in on Janae. Janae with speed breaks away and just away from Monty. And now Janae, here he comes. Janae one-on-one, shot blocked, knocking the stick out of the hands of Sexton. Nice play by him. Back the other way come the Huskies. This is Madaliano. Sexton. Pardon me, that was Kraz. And he dumps it in. Madaliano in one-on-one. Now 2-on-1, and the Huskies are able to keep it in there. Here's Monty. Monty's shot deflects off a stick of a Northwestern Wildcat, and out of play. 57 seconds remaining in this power play. Madaliano to take the face-off again. Northwestern gets a line change. Madaliano wins it into behind the net. Ramos couldn't clear. Monty keeps it in. And now it's taken away by the Wildcats. 2-on-1. Here's a shot, save, rebound, scores! And it is Tyler Brown. 2nd of the season, and it's 3-0. A shorty from number 12, Tyler Brown of Northwestern. Not the way you want to start the period for the Huskies, but regardless, they will still have 40 seconds remaining of power play time, and this is a good way to start it. Coming in, Friedman. Little back pass, and they're taking over. And getting it out of there, back into their own zone. Hojic. Centering to Friedman. Friedman, oh, what a big hit. And now he pushes him back down. Here is a chance, nice move. Another nice move, and that one stopped and blocked. And now we have a penalty. And it will be against the Wildcats. It'll be Joseph Ramos to the box and 9 seconds of 5-on-3 time. So Ramos heads to the box. And a much needed extended opportunity for these Huskies. Not much going on that first power play. In fact, they gave up one to Tyler Brown. And Shane Tennell will come in to take the face-off. And it's going to be a 4-minute penalty. So Ramos will receive a double minor, and the Huskies will have extended time on this power play. Oh, and here comes Janifer, their leading scorer, tried to dangle through, getting a little too fancy. Still holds on to it, though, just killing some time off that first penalty. Get a man out there. And on net, Kopic. Janifer's just about everywhere tonight. Got a couple of assists. Here is Tennell in the corner. And now taken away by Janifer again. He can play both ways. Here comes Tennell. Tennell with a little bit of space. Could not handle it. Now he just throws it in behind the net. To his line mate, Kowalewski. And now back, Hojic. Looking for Drake Buss. Buss lost it. Back the other way comes Janifer. Holding on to it. Eluding Madaliano, and then it comes into the corner. He still got it after he was swarmed by Huskies. 3 or 4 of them. Now it's just an ensuing battle in the corner. Here's Drake Buss. Leading the charge with speed. He had it sticked away. Kraz. Rich Monty. Back to Kraz. And now here is Malik. Roman Malik with a wind-up shot and a stop by Benson. The first shot of this period for the Huskies. Sexton. Back to Malik. Weaving his way through, getting to the center, shooting one through the crease. Now it's Monty again. Rich Monty. Back. And now Sexton has it. Sexton trying to move in on goal. It's blocked. Monty keeps it in. 1 minute and 50 remaining on this power play for the Huskies. Now a shot. Say rebound. Kraz couldn't get all of it. Now he throws it back to the net, and that's stopped by Benson. Now, Monty. Taken away by the Wildcats, and now it's taken by Chris Franchini. He dumps it in. Sexton retrieve. Minute 30 remaining on this power play. Here's an intercepted pass by Sexton to the net. Oh, that's a stop through a Monty or Kraz screen. Hojic back to get it. Careful. Taken away by Brogan. Safely taken away by Sexton. Madaliano. Kowalewski, pardon me, and now it's Hojic. And that's an offside. with 45 remaining on this power play.
Over summer.
And 15, just about 15 minutes remaining in regulation. It's Wildcats by 3. To take the face off Tennell.
No, not like that. Well,
And it is won by Northwestern.
I was really used to be like more, but I was in like track, you know, never loved it.
Like when he first started playing.
There's a nice play. Kowalewski trying to get through. Tried to throw one to the net. Tipped out of there. Now it comes in behind the net. This one goes into the bench and out of play. Still time on this power play. 21 ticks on the clock. Let's see if the Huskies can make something out of this. Tennell to take the face off. He'll go up against Elliott Yoon. Tennell wins it to Friedman. Shot was blocked. He had a man right on him. Drake Buss will get back to get it. And that should do it for this power play. Out of the reach of Kowalewski, and he goes all the way back. Hojic gloves it down and clears it, dumps it in there. Through center, and now here's a chance. Out in front, oh, nice save by Kopic on Yoon. Back, Janae. Back down low to Raphael Beardren. And now Janifer. He'll have to circle back to center, and now a stoppage of play. "14 minutes remaining in period number 3. Northwestern leads by 3 on a third period goal from Tyler Brown. And Sexton out of the reach. Back the other way comes Poppet. Poppet nearly comes up with it, but Sexton wins that battle. 4-on-4 time here. Drake Buss in the box for the Huskies. And Beardren in the box for Northwestern. Northwestern right in there in the mix of it on this 4-on-4 time. Here is Janifer. Centering pass, trying to backhand it into the net was Poppet. He still got it. Trying to look back to his center man, Janifer. Sexton had some words for him. Here's Janae below his goal line. Janae, the defenseman, walking the line. Now he gets it to Janifer. Pardon me, that's Poppet. Now it's taken away by the Huskies. Leading the charge is Griepo, and he just dumps it in there. Gets a line change. So do the Huskies. Here comes Janifer. He'll dump it in and get a change. Leaves it off in there. Alex Tatum applying all sorts of pressure defensively. Now they come up with it. Caddis. This one goes in deep. Caddis is out there in the corner to retrieve, gets it back to his defenseman. Caddis with the return pass. Shot goes through the crease. Monty out of the reach of him. Back the other way comes Kushman, and he's defended well by Caddis. Kushman gets it right back. Centering pass in front. Rolls on net, and Kopic will cover with 11, just under 12 minutes remaining in regulation.
No way, Grant's doing. No way.
Franchini and Northwestern take over this draw. There's a board battle in behind the net with Cerny. Huskies come out with it. 4-on-4 time is over. Here comes Friedman, leaving it for Malik. Malik shoots one, save made. Benson again. He's made all the saves that he needs to tonight, and he's looked pretty sharp. Right back to the action, tied up with Friedman. Janae comes up with the puck, and he, with speed, moves across on Malik. Coming in, taken down, no penalty. Back, and now Tatum just lobs it to center.
Then you'll be mad at me. Yeah.
Now Mendelson. Some extracurricular activity in behind the play, and it looks like there will be another penalty. And it'll be on Northwestern. It'll be Mendelson to the box. Right back to the power play. The Huskies go. Down by 3, 11 minutes to go in the third period. They'll need it. Kowalewski with Kraz to his left and Caddis to his right. Sexton and Friedman behind him.
Northwestern penalty assessed number 77.
Kraz turned it over to Tyler Brown, the goal scorer in this period, and he'll lob it down on net. Kopic will give it to Sexton, and Sexton will lead the charge. Friedman. Kowalewski Madaliano, pardon me, has to retreat. Now it's Kraz. Sexton in deep. Beats his man. Sexton stops. Converged on a little bit by some Wildcats. Gets it back, though, to Kraz. Over, trying to return it into the front of the net for Caddis. And was unsuccessful. This puck goes out of the end zone, or the zone, and back in for an offside. Here's Monty, beaten to it. Shot score! What a play by Poppet for his second of the night. He double dips and makes it 4-0 Wildcats. What an individual effort by Poppet. And hole gets a little bit deeper for Northern Illinois. There's Hojic at center. Malik trying to get something going for this Huskies offense. You just keep going back and forth, though, with some superb play from Northwestern. Here's Malik. Has to retreat. Drake Buss.
No, they won't, but
Kicks to his stick. And now Malik takes over. Kowalewski enters the zone. Trying to center. Now tries a shot. Oh my goodness. It's tipped and it goes off the crossbar and hits the netting. That was a missile by Kowalewski. How are we doing over here?
sorry.
No, you're good. Here's Alvarado to take the face-off. And the Wildcats come out with it. Rolls in on net for Kopic. Cerny. And now Sexton. Taken away. Just having trouble getting out of their own zone so far. Sexton circles. Now Cerny. Looking for someone to connect with. He was looking for Caddis. It's taken the other way by Northwestern. Here comes Andrew Luke. Luke trying to get to the net. Circles. And now a stoppage of play. But looks like we have a penalty. And it will be on Sean Cerny. And so Northwestern gets an opportunity to extend their 4-goal lead. They'll get that unit out there. Yoon to take the face off, and he wins it. Back to Coleman Long.
You are out of time.
Along the board. Centering pass. Yoon, a shot stopped and held by Kopic. Tied up on the face-off. Yoon comes up with it for Northwestern. And here's a chance, 81 with it. Comes back. Tyler Brown, the goal scorer. One of them in this period. Comes to Long, and now 81 has it. Back to Coleman Long. He tries a long shot, deflected save, rebound, Yoon in the vicinity, and that somehow stayed out. Nice perseverance from the goaltender, Kopic, and now another shot goes wide. Back in behind the net. Power play time dwindling. Here's a one-timer try, and that one goes off of Monty and in behind the net. Now, winding up, that's a shot block. Coleman Long shoots, save with the skate, and it goes into the corner. Northwestern with it again. Coleman Long. Centering pass, Yoon goes through the crease. And finally, the Huskies are able to get it out for a line change with 23 remaining on this power play. Right back to work they go. Coleman Long. Huskies are able to get out of this one. Pressure, look out. Almost turned over to a speeding freight train in Tennell. Here is Janae. Centering pass in the crease, and it winds up in the corner. Janae's in behind the net. Caddis now takes over for Northern Illinois. Caddis flips it in there and chases it. Centering pass, defended by a Wildcat. Now a shot by Sexton, and that one never made it to the net. Back the other way come the Wildcats. You're looking at Darwich. He circles. Hit by Drake Buss. Now Caddis comes up with it. Now an opportunity. Grippo just gets it into the zone. A little missed opportunity there. Pass was in his skates. Here's Buss. Pass out of the reach of Alvarado. Buss. Taken away by Janifer, centering pass on net save, rebound, Janifer goes just wide. Morrissey tries to clear, cannot. Taken by Janifer. Janifer gets around, taken down. And a collision in the corner, and the Huskies can't get it out again. Pop it to the net, blocked.
Actually, no, it's probably not my guess.
Alvarado chasing after it with pressure on Ramos. And Janifer will take it out of his own zone. Here is a chance. Beardren, shot blocked. Picked up again. Back to Ramos for a shot. Easily stopped by Kopic. Now it's along the boards. Pass in behind the net. Huskies take it over. Cannot clear though, kept in nicely by Ramos. Now, Poppet in behind, still has it. Poppet looking for a centering pass, could not. Taken by the Huskies, but kept in once again by the Wildcats.
Yeah, we usually push.
Cerny's back to get it. Once again, they cannot clear. Kept in by Northwestern. Centering pass. Oh, and it was just out of the reach.
That's just what people do.
And now back the other way is Hojic. Hojic looking to make something happen on offense. It's canceled out, and he is down. Hojic. That is not what you want to see. He was hit hard by two Huskies in the corner, and let's just hope and pray that he is okay. Hojic able to sit up with this training staff of the Huskies. And that's like just what you want to see. He's able to get up under his own power. He's helped off the ice by his teammates. So, 3:48 remaining in regulation. A 4-goal lead for Northwestern. And that'll be a 5-minute major, and Daniel Kushman will be ejected for that hit on Ben Hojic. And so, Huskies will have a 5-minute major power play for the rest of regulation. If they score, it continues to go. Here's a shot by Sexton that's gloved by Benson. Boy, has he been sharp tonight. Here's Friedman tied up on the faceoff. Sexton takes over this puck. Now it's Kraz. David Kraz looking. Shot is blocked, goes to Sexton. Now, Kraz. Sexton with an open lane, shoots one, tip, oh, that goes just wide of the net. Kraz comes out of it with her. Throws it to the net, no one's there. Nice keep there by Malik. Tipped it to his D-bat. Excuse me. Cerny. Now, Tatum to Malik. Sexton looking for some sort of lane to shoot. Sexton back to David Kraz. And they'll return to Sexton. And now a shot stopped by Benson. Kraz gets the rebound. And behind the net, Friedman. Thrown to the center, no one there, and the Wildcats clear. Tatum to his partner Sexton. And now Malik, Roman Malik, winds up, shoots one that just blocks. And it heads it behind the net, just over the head of Sexton, and they'll get him on the off the ice for a line change. Bus is back there with it. Looking for some fresh legs. Just under 2 minutes remaining in regulation time. 4-0 Wildcats. Tyler Brown and Evan Pop are the goal scorers in this period. Here's a shot that goes up high over Benson's head. Drake Buss finds Kowalewski. He's spinned out of there. Here's Caddis. Caddis converged on. Now it is taken in behind the net by number 28, Shane Tennell. He winds up in front of the net. Caddis in the corner looking for a board fight. Tennell enters there too. With Ramos in there.
1 minute remaining in regulation time.
Huskies come up with it. Here's Kowalewski looking to center it. Taken away by the Wildcats, and now here's a chance. That's out there. Under a half minute to go in regulation time. Huskies just letting this clock run out. And they'll stop it once more with a clearing attempt out of play into the bench. It's a face-off win for the Huskies. Sexton has had a lot of ice time tonight. Now, Morrissey, with under 10 to go, throws one to the net. Out of the reach of Alvarado, and that will do it. So the Wildcats come on the road here tonight in West Dundee, and they come out of it with a 4-0 win over the Northern Illinois Huskies. So this one goes in the win column for the Northwestern Wildcats. Aiden Benson has himself a 17-save shutout. And the Huskies will regroup for their next game, which will be in 2 weeks. Your final score from Huskies Network: 4 for Northwestern and 0 for Northern Illinois. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm James Goronsky at the booth, saying good night all.